Hi, this is Harrison Payne, and this video is for assignment 3. And today we're going to be talking about Ford versus Ferrari. Great film. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad we got to watch it for this class because I've been wanting to see it. So we're going to be talking about trust and loyalty, and the relationship between Ken Miles and Carroll Shelby. Yeah, trust and relationship was everything between them. And I think it really developed from a mutual respect from Shelby watching Miles coming up on the racing circuit. And like, even though Ken Miles didn't have the resources, and the money and the backing that a lot of these racers had, Shelby saw kind of firsthand how he had the drive and the initiative to overcome those obstacles. And he was winning races, despite all the shortcomings of his team, And Shelby saw that and, wanted to bring him in to his team. And together they teamed up with Ford to kind of, eventually win the Le Mans, the biggest endurance race in all of racing. And they did that together, through their trust, despite the whole Ford Motor Company not being on board, including the owner himself and the manager of the race team. Nobody wanted Miles to drive the race car. But Shelby saw the potential of Miles, saw Miles' hard work. Miles even developed the race car and made all types of tweaks to improve the race car himself. And I think Shelby felt a lot of like he owed it to Miles to put him in the driver's seat, and he knew that he could drive. And, even though nobody else wanted him to drive, Shelby had that trust and that faith in him that he could get it done. And eventually, they won over the management, and Miles was able to get in the car and win the Le Mans and beat Ferrari, the race that Ferrari had dominated for years. They came in and they swept the race 1, 2, 3 because of Ken Miles and the changes that he made to the race car, and ultimately because of his driving. And yeah, trust and relationships are everything, in sports, in individual sports and in team sports. It's the foundation to everybody's successful career. Nobody in sports does it on their own, whether it's their family, it's their trainers, it's their coaches, it's their teammates. Somebody is always there to push these people, to be their best and to live up to their potential. Like we just did Venus and Serena Williams, and like their dad was everything to them. Their dad trusted in them and had faith in them from a young age, and eventually they became the best in the world. And you think about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Tom Brady was like one of the 6th or 7th round draft pick, way back in the draft, and Belichick had faith in him. And they worked together and they dominated professional football for years. You think about Tiger Woods and his dad, and they had a great relationship. And you hear all these crazy stories about how Earl Woods would push Tiger and have him do all types of crazy stuff, to build him and to groom him into the athlete that he was. And this is all because of the trust and the relationships that these people have, in each other. The athlete themselves believes that, this mentor or teammate can push them. And, the teammate and the coach, they believe in the player. They believe in the athlete that they can get it done. So it's definitely both-sided, and it's the foundation to any like great sports story. And I'm so glad like it's illustrated in all these films, it really hits home and like makes it, real for us normal people. Thank you.